Okay guys, finally time to harvest these worm castings. Normally when I open this up, they're all over the side. So the fact that I did have to do a very light feeding about 6 days ago, hopefully now they're back into the substrate. So I'm gonna take the thermometers out. I'm gonna scrape all this bedding to the side, and we're gonna start pulling out these grounds. Castings. Gonna try not to get any worms in there, but I'm probably gonna get a few, so it's no big deal. I should also mention that I did put some rotten food over here all the way over on the other side, so that could explain why there's no worms in this direct area. So that worked out. Okay, so that was one side. You can see I'm trying to leave the big chunks in there, and I'm trying to leave all the bedding in there. I don't want to cheat and tell you I got a full bucket of castings when it's mostly non-decomposed stuff, so I was trying to pick that out, but hey, it's not perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and pull all this material back to this side. I'm gonna switch you to the other side, and we're gonna do that side. Now, immediately, I'm aware that there's going to be a lot more worms on this side, so might not be able to get as much material out, but that's okay. I've got over half a bucket, so that's pretty good. Oh yeah. Woo! Now that is looking like the real castings I'm looking for. Sure, there's some bigger stuff in there, but wow. Yeah, that coconut core does not break down at all. It's been in here for over a month. I thought for sure they would eat through that because it's so fine. I think I'm gonna stop at a full bucket. I was not expecting this much. I have to say I'm very pleased with myself. Okay. So there is going to be a part 2 to this video. I'm actually gonna, I know I just respread it out, but I'm gonna dig back down and then bottom feed them again with a whole lot more bedding. So this Amazon box cardboard and the brown packing paper has been phenomenal. Like I said, this is about a week. I put way more in here than what you can visibly see, even digging down, so I know it's being digested pretty rapidly, so I'm really happy with that. Alright, so I'm back for part 2 of this video. Got a full bucket, full bucket of very moist worm castings. And a highly compressed bin of our wood shavings of our concrete board that's been shredded, along with the packing paper. I'll show you the technique I use to get that through the printer. It can be a little bit troublesome, but then I've got about a quarter bucket of food. It's not very broken down, but it is very fermented. So I'm going to take you through here just another quick feeding. I'm gonna dig up one side, put half the food, half the bedding, cover it up, move to the other side, and then that'll be the end of the video. Stay tuned. As a matter of fact, scratch that. I'm gonna feed this side totally. I'm not gonna feed that side at all. So that the next time we harvest, I can start on that side and clean out that bottom layer. I might as well go ahead and take this stuff out. All right, that's good enough. In you go. I don't want a potato growing in here. Good old pear. Oh yeah. That broccoli is not gonna last, I promise. This tomato, I'm glad that didn't pop in my face. Paper towel, big deal. What I've found is mixing up the food into the bedding as you put it in, it's going to pull a lot of moisture out of the food, but it's going to also reserve it so that if it does get hot here a day or two, it doesn't get too much of a temperature spike. That's what you're trying to avoid. Oops, dug too deep. Now just a little bit of water, maybe a gallon or so. Okay, it's done. I finally harvested worm castings, and I'll be honest, while it's not as fine or refined as what you could buy in the store, I'm certain, I guarantee that the material I pulled out of that bin is just as good. It's been cooking in there for longer, it's absorbed more of the leachate, and probably the biggest benefit is that this has been, other than the nonsense of moving the bin and having to dig holes and all that stuff, other than that, it's been minimal effort and minimal mental real estate. Now, that's a full bucket. That's probably gonna go to the bananas, quite frankly, maybe a little bit to the moringa, which is behind you, and maybe to the avocado trees. That's probably about as much as I can really dish out from that. Probably in 2 months, I'll redo that again. You saw me feed the other side of the bin because I told you I previously fed the other side, and that's where all the worms were. And they were like, you know how worms get. They start to look like one big worm when in reality it's like hundreds. I've probably got a few. I would guess there's at least 2,000 worms in there because I started with 250, then I bought 1,000, and I know I've seen babies, you know, the size of the grain of rice. I've seen them all over the place. Oh, the last thing I want to say, as far as the effort, whether or not you think it's a lot of effort or if it's perfectly fine or if it's easy, I do find it fun. And I will say the biggest benefit to me personally, for my peace of mind, is knowing exactly where all the food scraps came from. I know exactly how the stuff was handled, and it's all mine. So I've paid, as far as feeding and bedding, I've paid $0. So for just the exchange of passive time and a little bit of, kneeling down and scooping it out, I really haven't invested a whole lot into this worm bin. So it's fantastic to finally reap the benefit, literally reap the benefit of having been patient. Yeah, I made some mistakes along the way, but we all do. Anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. I want to thank you for watching the video. I tried to make it as short and compact as possible. Yeah, I ramble sometimes, but when I'm pointing something out, I'm just trying to help you guys out too, or maybe explain why I did something before you have the question even pop into your head. Anyways, this is Denzel from Compost Quarter. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.